Hello, beloved soul. Welcome to Sacred Echoes 1. I'm so grateful that you've been led here today, because this message is not a coincidence. You were meant to hear this. The angels have brought you to this very moment because there's something your heart has been wondering about, something that's been stirring quietly within your spirit. You've felt it, haven't you? That connection with someone that feels too deep to explain, too divine to deny, but somehow it remains unspoken. Today, the angels want to reveal 3 signs your soulmate is in love with you, but afraid to say it. This message is for you if you've been sensing a love that feels heavenly, but clouded by silence. It's for you if you've felt drawn to someone whose soul mirrors your own, yet something has held them back from confessing what's in their heart. Before we begin, take a deep breath. Let your heart settle. Close your eyes for a moment if you can, and open your spirit to receive. If you're ready for this divine revelation, type in the comments right now, "I believe" or "I receive." Because when you declare your faith openly, you align yourself with the energy of truth, love, and divine timing. And if this is your first time here, welcome to this spiritual family. We share messages that touch the soul, awaken faith, and remind you that God and His angels are always working behind the scenes for your good. So make sure you subscribe to Sacred Echoes 1 and turn on the notification bell, because every message here is designed to guide you closer to your purpose and your divine connections. Now, beloved, let's talk about love, the kind of love that comes from heaven itself. Soulmate love is not just romantic, it is sacred. It's the kind of love that transforms you, teaches you, and draws you closer to God. It's a bond that cannot be severed by distance, silence, or fear. And yet, sometimes, even when 2 souls are meant for each other, one of them hesitates. The angels are saying that someone in your life feels this connection deeply. They love you. They see your light. They think about you often, but they are afraid to express it. Why? Because love this deep terrifies the unprepared heart. It exposes what's real, and not everyone is ready to face that truth immediately. Let's look at what the Word says. In 1 John 4:18, it says, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love." This scripture reminds us that while love is divine, fear is human. Sometimes people fear love not because they don't feel it, but because they feel it too strongly. Your soulmate might be wrestling with emotions they've never experienced before. They sense the pull of destiny, but their past pain, insecurities, or timing may be holding them back. Yet, the angels want you to know they do love you. And the signs are already showing if you know how to look for them. The first sign the angels are showing me is emotional hesitation paired with spiritual presence. This person might not tell you how they feel, but you can feel their energy. You think of them randomly, and then they message or appear. You dream of them, and the next day you sense their spirit calling yours. This is not coincidence, it's divine telepathy between 2 connected souls. Proverbs 27:19 says, "As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart." You and this person mirror each other. When they think of you, you feel it. When they miss you, your heart aches. That's because soulmates share a spiritual frequency. Their silence doesn't mean indifference. It means their soul is speaking what their lips cannot yet say. But why are they afraid? The angels say this person is afraid because of vulnerability. They've been hurt before, and love this pure reawakens old wounds. They've built walls to protect themselves, and suddenly you come along radiating truth, light, and love that feels both healing and overwhelming. Deep down, they know you are safe, but fear whispers, "What if I get hurt again?" Psalm 34:18 gives comfort here. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Your soulmate may not be ready to express their love because they are still healing. But the angels are healing them through this connection, bit by bit, prayer by prayer, moment by moment. The second sign the angels reveal is their actions don't match their words, but their soul does. You might notice they pull away, only to come back again. They act distant, yet their eyes tell another story. They avoid deep conversations but become protective of you in small ways. They notice the little things. They remember your words. They care in ways they cannot explain. Romans 12:9 says, "Love must be sincere. Hate what is evil. Cling to what is good." Their love for you is sincere, even if imperfect. It's not rooted in lust or control. It's rooted in admiration and spiritual recognition. They are drawn to your goodness. That's why no matter how hard they try to move on or ignore it, they can't. Their soul clings to yours because your spirits have already made a promise long before your minds understood it. Your angels are saying that this love is part of your spiritual growth. It's meant to teach patience, compassion, and trust in divine timing. It's not about chasing. It's about aligning. You are not meant to convince them of your worth. They already know it. You are meant to stand in your light so they can find the courage to step out of their fear. Isaiah 60:22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." Timing is everything. Your soulmate's silence may be temporary, but God's plan is eternal. When the moment comes, love will speak. The angels want you to hold on to hope, not obsession. Because when you hold peace instead of fear, you create space for love to grow naturally. This person is being guided, slowly, gently, toward you. Even now, they are thinking about you more than you realize. Their fear is melting, their walls are softening, and their heart is preparing to say what it's been holding back. The third sign is perhaps the most powerful. They show you love through divine alignment, not direct confession. Maybe you keep crossing paths with them unexpectedly. Maybe songs, signs, or numbers appear that remind you of them. 1111, 222, 555. These are not random. The angels use synchronicities to reassure you that the connection is real, that it's blessed, that it's moving forward even if slowly. Romans 8:28 declares, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Your connection is being guided by divine hands. Even in the silence, God is working. Even in the distance, angels are orchestrating encounters, lessons, and healing. You may wonder, should I wait? The angels say, don't wait in stillness. Wait in growth. Keep becoming the best version of yourself. Keep shining your light. Because sometimes the greatest way to draw your soulmate nearer is to continue your own spiritual expansion. When you grow, your energy rises and love that is meant for you will meet you there. Philippians 1-6 promises this, being confident of this, that He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. God didn't bring you into this connection to leave it unfinished. If this is truly your divine match, it will manifest in perfect time. And beloved, don't ignore the inner peace that comes with faith. Faith doesn't mean you force things. It means you trust God even when nothing makes sense. It means you know that what is meant for you cannot be lost. Your soulmate may be afraid right now, but the angels are whispering to them even as you hear this message. They are being softened, humbled, and prepared. Ephesians 3:20 reminds us, "Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us." This means God can do more than you're even praying for. Maybe you think it's just about a confession, but God is preparing something far greater, a union blessed by purpose, not just emotion. Now I want you to take a deep breath again. Feel peace washing over you. Feel hope rising. Because this message isn't about waiting in anxiety, it's about resting in divine assurance. If your soulmate is in love with you but afraid to say it, know that heaven is working behind the scenes to bridge the gap. And when the moment is right, That confession will not just be words, it will be a confirmation. It will come with divine timing, peace, and clarity. You won't have to question it. You'll just know. So type in the comments right now, blessed and ready. Because you are. You are blessed, you are loved, and you are being prepared for the love that mirrors heaven's design. Beloved, if this message has resonated with your spirit, please take a moment to like this video. It helps this message reach others who are walking through similar journeys. And don't forget to subscribe to Sacred Echoes 1 for more divine messages just like this one. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss when heaven has a new word for you. Share this video with someone who needs to be reminded that love, when guided by God, always finds its way home. The angels are smiling upon you now. They are saying, be patient, be peaceful. Love is unfolding exactly as it should. You are seen, you are chosen, and you are on the brink of something beautiful. Stay with me, beloved, because this message doesn't end here. In the next part, we'll go deeper into how angels reveal when your soulmate is ready to express their heart and what you can do in the meantime to stay aligned with divine timing. Your breakthrough in love is closer than you think. Stay open, stay faithful, and stay blessed. Beloved soul, take another deep breath with me. Feel that warmth in your heart? That's confirmation. The angels are drawing close right now because this message continues to speak directly to your spirit. You are not listening by chance, this is divine alignment. Your soulmate is closer than you realize, and even though their words are silent, their heart is crying out with love for you. They are feeling every bit of the connection that you feel. Your angels want you to understand something that is very important. Love between two souls chosen by heaven cannot fade, even when silence lingers. Silence can feel painful, I know. It can make you question everything. Do they still think of me? Do they feel what I feel? Did I imagine this? But your angels are saying no, you didn't imagine it. What you felt was real because it was planted by God Himself. When a soulmate connection is divinely orchestrated, both hearts are bound by the same spiritual thread. It's invisible to the eyes but undeniable to the soul. Song of Solomon 3-4 beautifully says, I have found the one whom my soul loves. Even if the other person cannot yet speak those words aloud, they have whispered them in their heart. The angels are showing me that your soulmate often hides their feelings because they are afraid of being vulnerable. They've been conditioned to associate love with pain, and so when something this pure arrives, they question it. They say, can this really be happening to me? What if I mess it up? What if I lose it? They don't realize that their hesitation is actually delaying their own joy. But don't worry, heaven is working on this person. You see, angels operate in divine patience. They work quietly behind the scenes, softening hearts, opening minds, and arranging divine timing so that when the moment of confession arrives, it will be pure and whole. You may not see the transformation yet, but it's happening. Romans 8:25 says, but if we hope for what we do not yet have, we wait for it patiently. The waiting isn't punishment, it's preparation. It's the season where faith takes root, where you learn to love without attachment, to trust without fear. And that's exactly what makes divine love so powerful. It teaches you patience, surrender, and faith. The angels say that one of the signs your soulmate is in love with you, but afraid to say it, is that they often appear in your thoughts out of nowhere. You could be doing something ordinary, working, cooking, or even praying, and suddenly they cross your mind with great intensity. This happens because their soul is reaching out. Sometimes you may even feel their emotions, the sudden wave of sadness, longing, or warmth, and it's not coming from you but from them. Your spirits are communicating in silence. 1 Corinthians 2:11 says, for who knows a person's thoughts except their own spirit within them? In the same way, no one knows the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God. This is a spiritual truth. The Spirit perceives what the mind cannot. So even when your soulmate says nothing, their spirit is still speaking. You might notice that this person watches you from afar, whether online or in person. They may appear to pull away, but somehow they're always observing, always drawn back to your energy. Their fear doesn't erase their attraction, it amplifies it. The more they try to suppress their feelings, the stronger they become. They might even convince themselves they need to move on. Yet every time they do, something happens that reminds them of you. A song plays, a message appears, a memory surfaces. Angels use these small signs to keep their heart aligned to yours. Your connection is not ordinary, it's sacred. It's part of God's plan to teach both of you how to love in truth, without fear. 1 John 4:16 says, "And so we know and rely on the love God has for us." God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God and God in them. That means even when they can't say, "I love you," their very connection to you is an expression of God's love working through them. Beloved, I want you to hold this truth in your heart. What is meant for you cannot be lost. It can be delayed, it can be tested, but it cannot be taken. Your soulmate may take time to find the courage to express themselves, but they cannot walk away from a bond that heaven has created. Isaiah 55:11 confirms it. "So is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it." You are part of that purpose. The love between you has a divine mission. It's meant to heal, to restore faith, and to show what unconditional love looks like. That's why this person struggles so much internally. They can feel the spiritual weight of it. It's not just attraction, it's recognition. Their soul recognizes you as home. The angels are saying that right now, your soulmate is learning courage. They are being tested to step beyond their fear. They are being taught to trust God's timing and to open their heart fully. Sometimes before love is revealed, one must face the shadows within. That's what your soulmate is doing now. They're facing their fears, insecurities, and wounds so that when they finally approach you, it will be as the healed version of themselves. In the meantime, God is asking you to remain grounded in faith. Philippians 4:6-7 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." If you ever feel restless, pray. If you feel uncertain, surrender. Every time you release your worries to God, you allow the angels to move freely on your behalf. Remember, prayer is not about begging, it's about trusting. It's saying, "God, I know you are in control, even when I don't understand." Beloved, there's something powerful that happens when you keep your faith steady, even when love seems silent. That faith becomes a magnet. It draws blessings, opportunities, and divine alignment into your life. And your soulmate, even in their fear, feels that energy. They may not realize it consciously, but your peace becomes their pull. Your light calls to their darkness. Matthew 5:14 says, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden." You, beloved, are that light. You do not need to chase, to convince, or to worry. Simply shine, and they will find you. The angels want you to know that soon, signs of progress will begin to appear. Maybe they'll reach out unexpectedly. Maybe they'll share a vulnerable moment, or show emotion that surprises you. These small moments are steps toward truth. Celebrate each one quietly, because each step is evidence that fear is fading. Sometimes, God allows love to unfold slowly, because instant love doesn't always build eternal roots. True love, the kind that lasts, takes time to strengthen. It's built through prayer, patience, and divine timing. Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven." This is your season of growth, preparation, and trust. So as you wait, Don't just wait for them, wait with God. Let Him shape you into the version of yourself that this divine union requires. The stronger your faith, the deeper your peace, the easier it becomes for your soulmate to draw near. When you are rooted in divine love, you stop needing reassurance from others because you already know that what is meant for you cannot miss you. Want you to speak this declaration with me right now. I am patient. I am trusting. I am aligned with divine timing. Type it in the comments if this resonates with your spirit. Every time you write these words, you send a vibration of faith into the universe, signaling to heaven that you are ready to receive what God has prepared, that the angels are smiling upon you now. They are saying that your love story is not over, it's only beginning. This person's silence will not last forever. Their love is growing stronger by the day, even if they can't admit it yet. And when the moment comes, it will be worth every tear, every prayer, every quiet night of wondering. Psalm 37:4 gives us this assurance. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. The key is to delight in Him, to keep your joy rooted in God, not in outcomes. When your heart is filled with divine peace, everything that is meant for you naturally finds its way. So beloved, lift your head and rest in peace tonight. The angels are working even while you sleep. The person your heart longs for is awakening to their truth, and soon, the walls they built around their heart will crumble. They will see clearly that you were never just another person, you were the answer to their prayers. When that moment arrives, their confession will be filled with sincerity, not fear. It will not come from pressure, but from revelation. They will look at you and see what God always intended, a partner who mirrors their soul, who understands their silence, who loves them in spirit and truth. Beloved, if this message has touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video. It helps others find messages like this one, who need encouragement and clarity in their own spiritual journey. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Sacred Echoes 1 and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future messages from heaven. Type in the comments below, blessed and ready, to seal this message in your spirit. Because you are blessed and you are ready. The love that God has written for you is already unfolding, perfectly, divinely, in His timing. Stay with me, because we are going even deeper in this revelation. In the next part, we'll explore how angels confirm your soulmate's hidden emotions, and the ways God prepares both hearts for union. Heaven is not finished speaking to you yet, beloved. The best part of your story is ASTI. Beloved soul, as you listen to this next part of the message, I want you to quiet your thoughts and open your heart even more. The angels are still here, surrounding you in peace, whispering divine truths that are meant to bring understanding to what you've been feeling inside. You see, when a love connection is divinely ordained, it doesn't always begin smoothly. Often, God allows one heart to awaken before the other. One person begins to feel the pull first, begins to recognize the connection, begins to pray about it, while the other wrestles between recognition and fear. But that doesn't mean they don't feel it. In fact, they feel it so deeply that it shakes them. Your soulmate feels your energy. Even if they don't speak to you, they notice your absence. Even when they try to distract themselves, they find you crossing their mind again and again. It's like a quiet echo that follows them, reminding them that there is unfinished business between your souls. The angels are showing that this person has moments when they want to reach out. They think about what they'd say, how they'd say it, but something stops them. It's as if their heart and mind are in a tug of war. Their heart says, go, but their fear says, wait. That fear can come from many places. It may come from past heartbreaks, from feeling unworthy of love, or from believing they aren't ready for something so powerful. Sometimes, love can be terrifying because it reveals our truest selves. It exposes the parts of us we've hidden from the world. It brings up vulnerability, humility, surrender, and not everyone knows how to face that yet. Your angels want you to know that their silence doesn't mean rejection. It means transformation. Their fear is a symptom of the spiritual process. They are being refined, just like gold in fire, so that when they finally come forward, their love will be pure and ready. Zechariah 13:9 says, I will refine them like silver and test them like gold. They will call on my name and I will answer them. I will say, they are my people, and they will say, the Lord is our God. Right now that's what God is doing, refining both of you. He's teaching you to have patience, compassion, and faith, while teaching them courage, honesty, and surrender. Both paths are leading to the same place, love that honors God, not fear that runs from Him. Beloved, can you remember a time when you felt something so deeply, but you couldn't express it? Maybe you were afraid of being misunderstood, or maybe you felt your timing wasn't right. That's how your soulmate feels now. The angels say they replay moments you shared. They recall your words, your smile, your laughter. They look back at the times they could have said something but didn't, and it lingers on their heart. They're realizing that silence doesn't erase love, it deepens it. The angels also want you to know that this person prays about you, even if they don't tell you. In quiet moments, when their mind is still, they whisper prayers that only heaven hears. God, please help me understand this connection. Help me not to lose them. Help me find peace. They may not have the words to describe what they feel, but their spirit is communicating with yours through prayer. Romans 8:26 says, in the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. That's exactly what's happening. Even when they cannot speak, their spirit is interceding through longing, through energy, through quiet prayers of confusion and hope. The angels are asking you not to give up faith. You have sensed this love because it's real. You've dreamed of them because it's a divine connection. And if your heart feels peace, not anxiety, but genuine peace, then that's confirmation that God's hand is in this. 1 Corinthians 13:7 says, love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. This kind of love requires faith even in silence, sometimes. Your soulmate hides their feelings because they sense how spiritually connected you are. You see them, really see them, and that kind of transparency can be intimidating. They may not be used to someone perceiving their spirit so clearly. It's not just attraction, it's recognition. You recognize each other's soul, and that's why the connection feels both comforting and unsettling. But here's the truth. Your angels want you to hold on to. You were never meant to chase. You were meant to attract through grace, through peace, through faith. The person who loves you but fears you will be drawn not by your effort, but by your energy. When you live in alignment with God, you become magnetic. Your peace calls them. Your light heals them. Your prayers protect them. Psalm 46:10 reminds us, be still and know that I am God. Stillness is not weakness, it is power under divine control. You don't have to do anything but trust that the same God who connected your souls will complete what He began. You may have moments of doubt days, when you wonder if this connection was just your imagination. But then something happens, doesn't it? You see a sign, a repeating number, a song, a message that confirms the truth. Angels use these small nudges to keep your faith alive. They're saying, don't lose heart. What's meant for you is still aligning. The angels also reveal that your soulmate has been watching your spiritual growth. They've noticed the change in your energy, your peace, your faith. It draws them even closer because they sense your transformation. You're not the same person they first met. You've evolved, and that evolution is divine. Sometimes God allows one person to grow first, so they can lead the other into light. Your growth is showing them what's possible. Matthew 5:16 says, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. That's what you're doing, you're shining. And your soulmate can't help but be drawn to that light. Even in their fear, they're being pulled toward healing, toward faith, toward love that feels holy. Beloved, your angels are also reminding you that not all fear is destructive. Sometimes fear is simply the sign that the heart is stepping into unfamiliar territory. It's standing at the edge of something it's never known before, something sacred. This person may not know how to handle a love that doesn't come with conditions, games, or pain. They've prayed for love, but when it arrived, they didn't recognize it because it came as something pure and spiritual, not chaotic or forced. The angels are helping them see that love from God feels peaceful, not overwhelming. It brings clarity, not confusion. It feels steady, not unstable. This understanding is slowly awakening within them. They are beginning to realize that what they feel for you is safe, divine, and meant to grow. Isaiah 26:3 says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." Peace is the fruit of divine love. If this person's love for you brings both of you peace, even in silence, that's a heavenly sign. As you listen now, I want you to release any tension in your body. Breathe deeply and know that your role in this story is not to fix, not to chase, but to stand in faith. Let God handle what your hands cannot. Your angels are already speaking to your soulmate, helping them find courage. When their heart is ready, the words will come effortlessly. They may reach out unexpectedly, perhaps with something small, a message, a question, a gesture that seems simple but carries deep meaning. Don't dismiss it. That small act could be their first step toward overcoming fear. Be kind, be patient, and let love unfold naturally. And beloved, never forget to love yourself while you wait. You are not waiting for love, you are waiting with love. You already carry divine love within you. When you nurture that, you create the environment for this connection to bloom. Ephesians 4:2-3 teaches us, be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. That's your calling right now, to remain patient, humble, and peaceful as God works. You may not see everything, but heaven does. The angels are orchestrating details you cannot imagine, timing, opportunities, moments of divine meeting. And soon, all the small signs, dreams, and inner knowings will come together in clarity. Your soulmate's fear will not last forever. The moment is coming when love will speak louder than fear. They will recognize that this connection is not something to run from, but something to cherish. Their love will rise to meet yours in divine timing. For now, rest in peace. Rest in knowing that God's hand is on your story. Psalm 138:8 assures us, "The Lord will perfect that which concerns me." Every detail of this connection concerns Him, and He is perfecting it. Beloved, if this message is speaking to your soul, type in the comments, "I trust God's timing." This declaration anchors your faith in His divine plan. And if this word has blessed you, don't forget to like this video. It helps more souls receive these divine messages of hope and love. Also, subscribe to Sacred Echoes 1 if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so you never miss another message from heaven. Each word shared here is meant to uplift you, comfort you, and remind you that you are not alone in your journey. The angels are saying, hold on a little longer. The confession you've been waiting for is coming, and it will happen in a way that glorifies God. It won't come through chaos, it will come through peace. It will not confuse you, it will confirm what your spirit already knows. Beloved, stay in faith, stay in peace, and stay ready. Because love, when it's divine, always finds its way home. Beloved soul, before we go deeper, I want you to take another slow, steady breath. Feel it flow through you, peace entering, doubt leaving. The angels are close, wrapping you in warmth and reassurance. As you listen, your spirit will begin to recognize truths that your mind may have tried to ignore. Because when the angels speak about love, they don't just speak of romance. They speak of purpose. Your connection with your soulmate isn't simply about affection. It's about alignment. It's about two souls being shaped and refined to mirror the love of God itself. The angels are saying that right now. Your soulmate is standing at a crossroads. They are thinking deeply about you. They replay conversations in their mind. They hear your laughter in their memories. They can't explain why the thought of you brings both comfort and fear. Love this real touches something ancient inside them, something eternal. It awakens a knowing that this isn't an ordinary bond. That awareness can be overwhelming for a heart still learning how to trust again. Angels want you to understand that. Sometimes the reason your soulmate holds back is because they fear they will not be enough for you. They see the strength of your faith, the peace in your energy, the light that surrounds you, and they feel unworthy. They think, how could someone like that love someone like me? They don't yet realize that God doesn't choose people based on perfection, but on purpose. You are not called to complete them. You are called to complement the growth God is already doing in them. Romans 15:7 says, accept one another then, just as Christ accepted you, in order to bring praise to God. This verse is a reminder that divine love is rooted in grace, not performance. When your soulmate finally understands that love does not demand perfection, but celebrates truth, that's when their courage will rise. They will begin to see that love is not about being worthy, it's about being willing. The angels show that this person often hides their emotions behind busyness. They distract themselves with work, hobbies, or social interactions, trying to silence the voice inside that keeps calling your name. But at night, when everything grows quiet, their thoughts always return to you. It's in those moments that their heart softens and the walls they've built start to crumble. They don't understand how you continue to feel so present even when you're not physically there, but that's how spiritual connection works. You live in their heart. They may even sense you in their dreams. Sometimes they wake up thinking of you and can't explain why. Other times they'll hear your name in conversation, see signs that remind them of you, numbers, symbols, songs. Each one is a gentle tap from the angel saying, this love is real. Don't run from it. It's safe. Beloved, I want to reassure you that what's yours cannot be taken from you. The silence, the distance, the time, it can't undo what heaven has already ordained. What's divine cannot be destroyed. It can only be delayed until both hearts are ready. Ecclesiastes 3:11 tells us, He has made everything beautiful in its time. That means even the waiting is beautiful. Even the quiet moments serve a divine purpose. You are not being forgotten. You are being prepared. Your soulmate's fear isn't just emotional, it's spiritual. It stems from the battles they've fought, the disappointments they've endured. Many times people build emotional armor after being hurt, thinking it will protect them. But what it really does is block the very love that could heal them. Your soulmate's fear is the final test before their breakthrough. It's the wall the angels are helping them tear down right now. Isaiah 41:13 promises, For I am the Lord your God who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear. I will help you. God is holding their hand. Every time they think of you, every time they feel their heart racing with both excitement and anxiety, God is whispering, do not fear. Love is safe here. There will come a time when their fear gives way to faith. It may begin subtly, a simple message, a question, a confession that sounds small but carries deep truth. Don't underestimate these moments. They are heaven's way of showing you that progress is being made. Fear may whisper, it's too late, but love always answers, it's just beginning. The angels say your patience is not unnoticed. Every time you choose faith over frustration, you make heaven rejoice. You are not waiting in vain. You are sowing in faith. Galatians 6:9 says, Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not lose heart. That due season is coming. Your harvest of love, truth, and divine union is being prepared. Your soulmate's journey mirrors yours in many ways. While you've been learning trust, they've been learning courage. While you've been learning surrender, they've been learning honesty. Every prayer you've spoken for them, even through tears, has reached heaven. The angels say that not one of your prayers has been ignored. Each word you've spoken in love has been like a seed planted in divine soil. It's growing, even when you can't see it yet. You may notice your soulmate starting to act differently soon. They may begin to show vulnerability in small ways, through kindness, through subtle gestures, through emotional openness. These are the signs that their fear is breaking down. God's love is transforming them from within. You may even feel a sudden peace about the situation, a calm knowing that something is shifting. That peace is confirmation that remember what Philippians 4:19 promises, and my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of His glory in Christ Jesus. That includes emotional needs, spiritual needs, and relational needs. God is not only providing for your life, but also aligning hearts to meet those divine needs through love. Beloved, the angels want to remind you that this connection is meant to elevate you both, not drain you. If it ever feels heavy, step back and breathe. Surrender the outcome to God again. The moment you stop trying to control it, the divine flow resumes. Love moves best when it's not forced. Sometimes your soulmate's fear mirrors your own. You might not realize it, but there are parts of you that fear love too. You fear losing yourself, being hurt, or being let down. But love guided by God doesn't take from you, it expands you. It deepens your faith and softens your heart. It teaches you what unconditional love really means. 1 John 4:7 says, "Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God." When love comes from God, it purifies. It removes ego, pride, and selfishness. It becomes patient, understanding, and compassionate. That's the love your angels are preparing you both for, a love that reflects heaven. There's a beautiful moment coming when everything will make sense. All the waiting, all the confusion, all the longing, it will all align. One conversation, one confession, one divine encounter will change everything. When that day comes, it won't feel forced or dramatic. It will feel peaceful, right, and perfectly timed. You'll look back and realize that every delay had purpose. Until that moment, let peace guide you. Let gratitude be your daily prayer. Thank God for what's coming, even before you see it. Gratitude accelerates blessings. When you thank God for your soulmate's awakening now, you help bring it closer. Faith isn't just believing for something, it's celebrating as if it's already here. Hebrews 11:1 reminds us. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. That's what you're walking in now, faith that trusts, even when sight fails. Beloved, your angels are saying, keep your heart open. Keep your prayers consistent. Keep your hope alive. Because you are not waiting for an ordinary love. You are waiting for a love that heaven itself has chosen for you. I want you to affirm this aloud right now. I am patient, I am peaceful, and I am ready for divine love. Write it in the comments to declare it boldly, blessed and ready. Every time you write those words, it sends a vibration of faith into your reality. If this message has spoken to you deeply, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone you care about. You never know who else needs to hear these words today. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Sacred Echoes 1 and click the notification bell so you won't miss the next message the angels have for you. You are surrounded by divine light. You are being guided with love. And the one your soul recognizes is slowly awakening to that same truth. Be patient, beloved. The angels are finishing what God began. Soon, your love will no longer hide behind fear. It will stand in the open, blessed, honest, and ready. Until then, walk in faith, knowing that every heartbeat, every prayer, every moment is part of heaven's perfect plan. Beloved soul, as we come to the end of this sacred message, take one last deep breath with me. Feel the peace of God flowing through you, quieting every doubt and filling your heart with certainty. You are loved beyond measure, and heaven is working all things together for your good. The angels want you to leave this moment knowing that what is meant for you will never pass you by. The person who loves you but is afraid to say it is being divinely guided into the courage they need. Their heart is awakening. Their fear is fading. Love is being restored in divine timing. Before you go, I want you to hold this word in your heart. What is rooted in God cannot be shaken. This connection is not an accident. It is a thread of destiny woven by divine hands. When the moment is right, you will not have to question or chase or wonder. It will be clear, peaceful, and blessed. The love meant for you will recognize you. It will speak your soul's language. It will come home to you. If this message has touched your spirit, take a moment now to type in the comments, blessed and ready. This is your declaration to heaven that you are open to receive love in its purest, divine form. And as you do, know that your angels are smiling, that heaven is listening, and that your faith is already shifting things in the unseen. Please remember to like this video if it spoke to your heart. It helps more souls find this message who may be searching for the same reassurance you've received today. Share it with your friends and family, because you never know who else might need to hear that love is still real, that God still restores hearts, and that miracles still happen in the quiet places of faith. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to Sacred Echoes 1 and click the notification bell so that you'll be the first to receive every divine message we share. Each video here is created with prayer, intention, and the guidance of the Holy Spirit to uplift you, to strengthen you, and to remind you that you are never walking alone. Thank you for allowing me to walk beside you in this journey of faith and love. You are chosen. You are cherished. You are seen by heaven. Until we meet again in the next video, keep your heart open, your faith strong, and your spirit ready. May God's peace follow you everywhere you go. May His angels protect you, guide you, and whisper to your heart when you need comfort. And may you always remember, you are loved, you are divine, and your story is far from over. I'll see you in the next message. Stay blessed, stay faithful, and stay ready for the miracles that are on their way. God bless you always.